In the next 8 days, I'll be taking you through a 4-part series on personal finance, and here is how it will go. Now, in the first part of this series, which is already out, is on my channel already, in that video, I talked about the introduction to personal finance and I explained to you everything you need to know about personal finance and why financial literacy is really important. So if you haven't seen the part 1 of this series, the link to the video will be in the description below, or you check the pinned comment of this video. Now, in the second part of this series, which is this video you're watching right now, I'll be teaching you how to make money and get rich. Now, this video is going to be a complete guide where you'll be able to learn everything on how to make money both actively and passively, and even both online and offline. I'll be teaching you different business ideas and money making ideas, and also show you the step-by-step guide on how you can start and go ahead to make money from each idea. So make sure you watch this video to the end so that you don't miss any important information. And then in the third part of this series, which is the next video that will be coming after this one, I'll be teaching you a full guide on how to invest your money. Now, in that video, I'll teach you the different kinds of investments we have out there and how you can start making money from each of these investments. Now, I'll also teach you how to identify investment scams so that you don't fall for them. This part is very, very important. And then in the fourth part of this series, which will be the last one, I'll be teaching you how to manage your money like the rich. In that video, you will learn the complete guide on what managing money is really all about, and you also learn how to budget your money, how to plan your finances, and even how to save your money the right way. So you see that there's a lot to learn on this channel in the next 8 days. So if you are ready for this, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please turn on the notification bell so that you know when all of these videos are out. Thank you, and let's get into the video. How to make money. So we've talked about introduction to personal finance, what personal finance is all about, and the common financial mistakes people make. Now, how do you now start making money? Now, there are two main ways you can start making money, and the first way is through your active income, and the second way is through your passive income. Now, I'll be explaining these two types of income for you in this free guide. Now, you can see right here that it says understanding the difference between active income and passive income is key to achieving financial freedom. That is, if you understand the differences between these two types of income, you will easily achieve financial freedom. Now, while active income requires your time and effort to earn money, passive income allows you to make money with little to no ongoing work. Now, let's break it down. Now, what is active income? Now, active income is money you earn by directly exchanging your time and effort for money or for payment. And if you stop working, the income stops. So this means that you are trading your time for money. So that means that anything you are doing right now that requires your time to make money, it is active income. Or anything that requires your constant attention to make money, that is active income. And this means that if you stop working or you stop paying attention to what is bringing that active income, then the income will stop. So that's the meaning of active income. Now, what are some examples of active income? The first one will be salary or wages. So this means that you are working a full-time job or a part-time job. So that's an example of active income. So it means that you are trading your time for money. That is, you are working in a company or you are working with a brand and then they pay you for your time. Now, the second way you can earn active income is through freelancing. So for example, writing, graphic design, programming, and so on. All of these services you render to make money are active income sources. So that means that you are doing something or you are working on something to make money. And it is what you make or what you work on that will determine how much you are paid. So that's another example. And then another one is consulting. That is, you are getting paid for your expertise. So when people consult with you, that means they pay you for your time and then you make money. So that is another example of active income. So that means that you are not getting customers for your consulting business, you are not making money. Now, the next one will be hourly work. Now, any job where you are paid by the hour is an example of active income. So if you have any job that they are paying you maybe $10 per hour, $5 per hour, and so on like that, that is an example of active income. And then the last one will be commission-based sales. So people who are under this category are sales representatives and real estate agents. So any source of income that you have to make sales or you have to make sales happen, then that is another example of active income. So all of these are examples of active income. Now, what are the downsides or what are the disadvantages of active income? Now, the first disadvantage is time is equal to money. Now, this means that if you don't work, you don't earn. Now, if you look at all these examples I mentioned right here, for all of them, if you are not working or if you are not paying attention to that work, you are not going to make any money from it. So that is the first disadvantage or the first downside of active income, which is if you stop working, you don't make money. Now, the second disadvantage is no long-term wealth. This means that active income doesn't build lasting financial security, because trust me, you're not going to be working for the rest of your life. You're not going to be working till you're 60, 70, 80 and so on. There will be a time where you have to stop working. So if you depend only on active income, then you won't be able to build lasting financial security for yourself. Now, an example is if you're a software engineer earning $5,000 per month, you only make money as long as you keep working. So if you stop working, your income stops too. So that's a perfect example of active income. You make money for your time. So that is basically it. And if you stop working, your income stops. Now, what of passive income? What is passive income? Now, passive income is money earned with little to no effort after the initial work is done. Now, it allows you to make money while you sleep. So this means that with little or no effort at all, you start making passive income for yourself. And passive income makes money for you even when you are sleeping. That means you don't need to work to make passive income. That is basically what passive income is all about. Now, what are some examples of passive income? Now, the first one will be investment. So you have investments in stocks, dividends, real estate, and bonds. So if you invest your money in all of these assets, your money will make more money for you without any additional effort from you or without you working. Now, that's the first one. The second one will be rental properties. So you can buy properties and earn money from tenants. So you can buy properties, rent them out, and then you get profit in return. So what you just need to do is just have money, use that money to buy properties, rent them out, and you start getting passive income for yourself. Now, another one is affiliate marketing. This means you are promoting products and earning commissions. So for example, if you are trying to do affiliate marketing, all you have to do is just create maybe one or two content or few content, put them out there and promote them, and that is all you have to do. Now, once you've done that, make sure you put your affiliate links under those content that you've created. And when people see those content, they will use your affiliate links and then you make money. So even when you are sleeping and people are watching your content, they will be using your affiliate links and they will be making money for you. Now, there are so many people who use affiliate marketing as active income and passive income. So for me, it is my passive income. I don't have to be promoting a particular brand or product every day. I just create content and people just go watch the content and use my affiliate links and I'm making money. So there are some people who do affiliate marketing passively and there are people who do it actively. Now, the next one will be YouTube or blogging. Now, this means creating content that keeps earning revenue. Now, in case you don't know, if you create YouTube content or you create blog posts, for years to come, you keep making money from those content. So for example, videos I created on YouTube 3-4 years ago, I'm still making money on those content today. And I don't have to create the content all the time. I just need to create the content once and I'll keep making money on that content on YouTube or through my blog posts. Now, the next one will be online courses and ebooks. This means selling digital products. So this is another fantastic way you can make money with passive income. So this means that you just create your digital product once and you sell it multiple times to make money. So let's say, for example, you create an ebook. An ebook is just something you can make with your phone. Just type whatever you want to type and sell it to people. And when you create it once, you can sell it to millions of people and you can make so much money from that. So you don't need to create the digital product all over again. You just need to create it once, and that is the minimal effort you've put in, and the rest is for you to start making money. So these are examples of passive income. Now, what are the benefits of passive income? Now, the first one is financial freedom. Now, this means that you don't have to work every day to earn money. That means your money is making more money for you. Simple. Now, the second advantage or the second benefit is time flexibility. This means that with passive income, you have more free time to yourself to enjoy life. So this means that once you've put in your minimal effort in your passive income, just go ahead and enjoy yourself while you are making money. Now, the third one is unlimited earning potential. This means that there is no cap on how much you can earn. This means that you can earn unlimited amount of money with passive income. You know, with your active income, let's for example, your job, maybe you are making $2,000 in a month as salary. That means that's the maximum you can earn in a month from that job. But if you're earning passive income, you can earn unlimited amount of money from your passive income in a month. Now, an example is if you invest in dividend stocks that pay $100 every month, you keep making money without working daily. So you're making money without you working, and the more you invest, the more money you make, and the money you make can make more money for you. So your money is just working for you. That's the meaning. So with passive income, you don't need to be trading your time for money. Now, which one is better? Now, active income is necessary at first, especially to pay bills and save money. So if you are just starting out your financial journey, start with active income. Get a job, use your skill to make money, try freelancing, and so on. Just try different active income streams to start making money at first, at least to pay your bills and save money and even invest. And then you can try passive income later. Now, passive income is what leads to financial freedom and wealth building. So after you've tried active income for some months, then you can now start taking money out of your active income and start investing. So you can invest in stocks, invest in crypto, invest in real estate, or maybe you even start creating digital products, start creating content out there. Just do something that will give you passive income. Now, the goal is to use active income to build passive income streams so you don't have to work forever. Now, and like I said earlier, I said you will not work forever. You will not work until you are 60, 70, 80. So if you start using your active income now to build passive income streams, by the time you are 50, 60, 70, your passive income will be the one making money for you. Now, here are my final thoughts, and this is the smartest approach. Now, the first one is to start with active income, that is get a job, try freelancing, start a business, and so on. And then from there, invest in passive income streams, that is invest in stocks, real estate, digital product, content creation. And from there, transition to passive income over time so you have financial freedom. So this is basically the summary of everything I've just explained about active income and passive income. So now that you understand passive income and active income, what are the different ways you can start making money with active income? Now, the first way you can start making money with active income is to get a job. Now, I always tell people the first thing you want to do when you want to start making money, or if you are looking for ways to make money, get a job, especially if you don't have any skill. Let's say, for example, you don't have any tech skills or any digital skills, get a job. At least if you have a degree, you can get a job to pay your bills. So get a job is really, really important. You can go out there and get any job. It could be any job. Just look for someone that is willing to pay you money for a job. That is the first thing you just need to do. Reach out to people that, oh, if you have anything I can do for you, I'm available. Or if you're looking for someone to do this and this for you, I am available. Do that first. At least that's one way you can use to make money for yourself. I remember when I was trying to make money, I've created content for people online before I started my own YouTube channel. I've created content for people on the internet where they pay me money and I create content for them and they post it on their platforms. I've done that so many times before I started my own platforms. So this is something you can do for yourself. Just go out there and look for people who will pay you for something. Get a job. It could be anything. That's the first way to make money. Now, if the job is in a field that you have so much interest in, develop yourself to become the best in that field. So let's, for example, you are a software developer and then you get a job maybe as a junior developer or something, or maybe you are doing internship in a company as a software developer. Now, if you have so much interest in software development, what you just need to do is to develop yourself so much that you become the best in that field. Go out there to get courses, get mentorship, go for seminars, get every available resources that can help you become the best in that field. That is the best way you can make so much money with a job. If you have a job or you do 9 to 5 and you want to make so much money, make sure you try to become the best in that field. That is the only way you can make so much money. Trust me, if you want to work in a big company that is in one of the biggest companies in your industry, ensure you are the best in your field. It is very important. So for this, go ahead and improve yourself. Now, after you try to become the best in your field, the next thing is to get mentors in that field. Again, if you want to go far in any particular industry or any particular field, you need to get mentors. You need to get people who have done so well in that particular industry or in that particular field and let them mentor you. It is very, very important. And even through your mentors, you can get referrals for even bigger opportunities, that is bigger job opportunities where you can make more money for yourself. And the next thing is to rise through the ranks. That is, you keep making sure that you get promoted in whatever job you are doing. So basically, this first stage of getting a job is for people who are interested in getting a 9 to 5 job, or people who want to work in a particular industry and get to the top. So this is a simple step-by-step guide that you can really follow. It is simple and straightforward, but the summary of everything is make sure that if you want to get to the top in any particular field or industry, you need to be the best in that field. And make sure that your mentors are people that you look up to. So that's the first stage of making money for yourself. Now, the second way or the second stage to make money for yourself is to learn a skill. Now, to learn a skill, the first step is to identify a profitable skill. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, not every skill out there will make you so much money. Trust me, whether you believe it or not, not every skill out there will make you so much money. You will see so many people or so many academies advertising tech skills or go and learn this, go and learn that, but not every skill will make you so much money. What you just need to do is to identify a profitable skill. And what is a profitable skill? A profitable skill is a skill that is in high demand. That is a skill that so many people want to pay money for. That is a profitable skill, not a skill that 1 or 2 persons want to pay money for, whereby you have a skill where 1,000 people will pay money for. So it is easier to make money from that skill where there is high demand than for you to make money from a skill where there is very low demand. So identify a profitable skill. That is a skill that so many people are willing to pay so much money for. And that skill could be a tech skill, a digital skill, creative skills, finance skills, and so on. Just basically any skill that is in high demand. Now, the second step is to learn the skill, whether through free or paid options. Now, if you want to learn any digital skill or any tech skills now, you can basically learn it for free. Now, you can just go on YouTube and type any skill you want to learn, and you will see so many videos that will guide you to become a pro in that skill. You can learn basically any skill for free. Just go on YouTube and type it and you'll see videos. But let's say, for example, you prefer the paid options. You can go on platforms like Udemy, Teachable, Coursera, and so on, and search for the skill you want to learn and pay money for it, and you learn it. Or maybe you pay a mentor, you pay a coach to teach you that particular skill. So after you've identified that skill, go ahead and learn that skill. Now, the next step after learning the skill is to practice and build expertise. Now, after you've learned your skill, trust me, you won't be able to make money immediately. Before you start making money, you need real-world experience. You really need to build that experience so that you can make so much money. And how can you do that? Now, the first way you can do that is through personal projects. So let's, for example, you're a website designer. The first thing you can do is to create a website for yourself. That is, design a website for yourself and send the website to people to review for you. So that will help you know whether you are getting better or not. Or maybe you can just create a website for your friends, for your families, and let them patronize you for free, and then they send you reviews. That's the first way you can practice your skill or build real-world experience. Now, another way you can practice or build real-world experience is through volunteer work. This means that you can volunteer to offer your services for free to an NGO. Maybe you create a website for an NGO and then you get experience from that. So through that, you are practicing and also building real-world experience. Now, another way you can get real-world experience or practice your skill is through freelancing. So let's say, for example, you've learned website design. You can start freelancing and start charging very low amount at first. At first, you can be charging very low amount so that people can patronize you, and from there you are practicing and also building real-world experience. And lastly, you can apply for internships where you can learn on the job while also making money. So these are different ways you can practice your skill after you've learned it and also build real-world experience. Now, after you've done that, the next thing is to create a portfolio and a personal brand. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, to make money, you need to showcase your skills or your work professionally. So let's say, for example, you're a designer. You can create social media pages where you upload your work and showcase your work to people so that people can identify and notice you. Also, you can showcase your work on platforms like LinkedIn, where you can quickly get customers or quickly get people to employ you, because you can quickly get easy employment through LinkedIn. So these are ways that you can try to build your own personal brand and your portfolio. Make sure you are showcasing your portfolio or your work on social media. It is very, very important for growing in today's world. And then the next step is to start earning money. So after you've identified the skill, you've learned the skill, you have the experience, you've practiced, and you've created your own portfolio and your personal brand, then you can now start earning huge amount of money. You can be charging as high as you want. You can start getting bigger job opportunities. You can start a business, or maybe you can even start content creation where you are teaching whatever skill you are learning. You can start making money in different ways. But before you can start making money, make sure you followed all of the steps I've mentioned earlier, because those steps you mentioned earlier will build you up and will help you to start getting bigger job opportunities and start earning huge amount of money later in the future. Now, after you start earning money, the next thing is to scale up and increase your income. So for this, you can increase your sources of income. So let's, for example, you are earning from just one source of income through your skill. You can diversify your income streams. Maybe you can start creating content. You can go into affiliate marketing. You can go into freelancing. You can go into starting a business. There are different ways you can start making money even with just one skill. Or maybe you are creating a company or a business with your skill. You can start employing people and create a team, and you delegate some tasks to your team members, and thereby you are taking off some stress from you, and then you are making more money for your company. So these are the steps you can follow to start making money with just a skill. So again, identify a profitable skill, learn that skill whether through free or paid option, practice and build real-world experience, create a portfolio and a personal brand, start earning money, and then scale up and increase your income. So following all of these steps can help you to start making money easily with your skill. Now, the third way to start making active income is to sell something. Sell something. Now, selling something is the fastest way to make money, whether you like it or not, or whether you believe it or not. Selling something is the fastest way to ever make money in this world. Whether it is a digital product, a physical product, or a service, selling is the fastest way to make money. So here's the step-by-step guide to start selling something and make money. Now, the first thing or the first step is to choose what to sell. Now, if you want to pick something to sell or whether a product to sell, make sure that that product meets these three criteria I'm about to mention. Now, the first one is profitability. Make sure that the product is something that you can easily make profit from, because the goal of selling something is to make profit. So make sure it's something that you can easily make profit from. The second one is high demand. Now, make sure that this product is something that a lot of people are willing to pay money for. That is, a lot of people are willing to buy that product. And the third one is that make sure that that product is something you are interested in. If you have interest in a particular product that you are selling, it will really motivate you to even make more money. So make sure that whatever product you are picking, it meets these three criteria I've mentioned right now. So that's the first way to select a product to sell. So again, it can be a physical product, a digital product, or a service. Whatever you are willing to sell, make sure that it is profitable, make sure that it has high demand, and make sure that it has your interest. Now, the second step is to research the market. Now, after you've decided on what you want to sell, before you start selling, make sure you research the market, analyze the market, and see whether people really want to buy this. You can check your competitors, that is, people who are selling what you want to sell. Check how they are performing, check whether they are making profit, check how you can be better than them. That is something you really need to do. And also check your potential buyers, check how much they are making, check whether they can be able to afford you, check whether they are interested in your product. These are simple ways you can research the market and know whether the product you want to sell will be profitable. So that's the second step. Now, the third step is to source or create your product. Now, if your product is a physical product, you have to know how you will source your product, maybe from the supplier or maybe from the manufacturer. Just look for how you will source your product. And if it's a digital product, look for how you will create your digital product. So if it's an ebook, a video course, a template, maybe a design, just look for how you want to create your digital product and sell it to people. Now, after you've done that, the next thing is to set the right price. Now, the right price is the price that will make you profitable and the price at which your customers can easily afford your product. And for you to set a price that will be profitable, let's say, for example, you buy your product or you source your product with $5 per item. So you are buying one item or sourcing for one item with $5. And let's say, for example, you want to make, let's say, $4 profit or maybe $3 profit, then that means your price should be $8 or $9 so you can make profit for yourself. And make sure that the $9 is something that your customers can easily pay for that product. So ensure that you set the right price that will easily make you profitable and that your customers can be able to easily afford your product. Now, the next step is to choose where to sell. Now, if your product is something you want to sell online, whether physical product or digital product, you can create an Instagram page for your product where you can advertise your product. You can use Facebook Marketplace and WhatsApp Marketplace to promote your product. You can use e-commerce website to promote your product. And maybe if it's a video course, you can use your own website to promote your product, or even use maybe platforms like Udemy, Coursera, and so on. These are different platforms where you can sell your product if it's an online product. But if you are selling offline, then you need to get a physical store or a physical shop in a strategic location. So that is how you choose where to sell your product. Now, after you've done that, the next thing is to market or advertise your product. Now, whether you like it or not, people will not buy your product if they don't know that your product exists. And how will they know that your product is existing? It is through marketing and advertising. And how can you market and advertise your product? There are different ways. Now, the first way is through social media ads. That is, you can do ads on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. And when people see your ad, they'll be able to know that, oh, this product exists. And if they're interested, they will buy your product. Now, the second way to market your product is through influencer marketing. Now, this means that you pay influencers to promote your product online. So you pay them to promote your product, and when they promote your product, their audience will come to you and they buy your product. Now, another way is through content marketing. Now, this means that you create content about your product, or maybe you educate people about your product, and when people watch your content, they come to you directly to buy your product. So that is another good way to market your product, and for me, it is the best way to market any product, whether digital product or physical product. Now, once you are done with that, the next thing is to provide great customer service. So at this point, you're already getting customers to buy your product. What you want to make sure you are doing is that you are providing great customer service for your customers. Ensure that when people buy from you, they are happy with what they've gotten from you, and they're happy with the experience they've gotten from your brand or from your company. And this will even make your customers to refer your product or your brand to other people, and thereby making you get more customers and making more money for yourself. So make sure that you provide great customer service for your customers, and from there you can now scale and grow your business. Now, what do I mean by scaling and growing your business? So let's, for example, you were selling on one platform before. By the time you see that you are making more money and getting more customers, you can now expand to selling on other platforms. And that way is that you can decide to create more product to sell. So let's say, for example, you only have one product that you have been selling and people are really buying it. Just look for another product that those people are interested in and create that product and sell that product again. And this will make you even make more money for your company or for your business. And another way to scale and grow your business is to market aggressively. So you can now take out of the profit from your business or from what you are selling and use it to do more marketing and market that product aggressively. And that will even make you to make more money. So all of these steps are the steps you can follow to make money by just selling something. Again, I said some minutes ago that the fastest way to ever make money in this world is to sell something. Make sure that you are selling something that is profitable, that is in high demand, and something that you have so much interest in. So that's the third way you can make active income for yourself. Now, the fourth way you can make active income for yourself is through content creation. Now, how do you make money with content creation? What are the steps? Now, the first step is to choose your niche. Now, choosing the right niche can help you stand out in any industry or in any field or in any particular platform. Now, make sure that the niche you are picking or whatever niche you are picking is something that you have so much knowledge about and something that you have so much interest in. Now, why did I say this? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because if you have so much interest in a particular topic or in a particular niche, it will be so easy for you to create your content and you'll be motivated to create more content for your audience. So choose a niche that you have so much knowledge in or that you have so much interest in. Now, the second step is to choose your platform. Now, when you start creating content, don't just start creating content on all platforms. You can start with 2 platforms at first and try to grow those 2 platforms. So let's, for example, you want to start making videos on finance. You can start with maybe Instagram and YouTube, or maybe you pick YouTube and TikTok. Just pick 2. And by the time you do those 2 for about 6 months and you do it consistently, one of these platforms or even the 2 platforms can grow massively and you will have so much audience watching your content. So make sure that you pick at least 2 platforms or maybe 3 if you have the chance and start creating content on these platforms consistently. When you start creating content, don't start by putting out content on all the platforms on the internet. Don't try to be creating content on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Threads, and all of them. Don't try everything at once. Start with 2, and then as you get more audience, you can now start going into other platforms. So that's the second step. Now, the third step is to create high quality content. So after you've picked your niche and you've picked the platforms you want to be creating your content, focus on creating high quality content. Now, create content that people are going to learn something valuable from, create content that people will really learn something from, or create content that will give people entertainment. Those are the kind of content that will really grow on any platform. Content that will educate others and content that will educate others. These are content that will really grow on any platform, and make sure that they are high quality content. Now, the fourth thing is to grow your audience. And there are different ways you can grow your audience. Now, the first way you can grow your audience is by engaging with your audience. So when people comment on your videos, reply to their comments, make sure you chat with your audience. That's one big way you can grow your audience. And then another way is to leverage on popular topics. So if you see a particular topic that is doing well on your platform, make sure that you keep creating content under that same topic, because this will really help your audience to grow because people are really interested in that topic. So the more content you create under that topic, the more your audience will grow. And another way you can grow your audience is to collaborate with other content creators. So doing all of these things can help you to grow your audience easily. Now, the next step is to monetize your content. So you can monetize your content through different ways. Now, the first way you can monetize your content is through ad revenue. So let's, for example, on platforms like YouTube, you are paid a particular amount of money when people watch your videos and they watch the ads on your videos. So that's one way you can make money for yourself. If you have digital product, you can create digital product and sell to your audience. Number 3 is through affiliate marketing. So you can promote your affiliate links to your audience, and when they use your affiliate links, you make money. And the next one is to offer coaching or consulting to your audience. And then when they come to you for coaching, they pay money and you coach them and you make your money. So these are different ways you can make money with your content. And then the next step is to scale up and earn more money. And then for you to start earning more money with your content, make sure that you improve the quality of your content, make sure that you repurpose your content. You can turn maybe your YouTube video to a blog post and start making money through blogging. And from there, you can go into other platforms and start making money on other social media platforms. And you can even create a paid group whereby you offer premium service to your paid community. So these are different ways you can scale up and earn more money with content creation. So that's the fourth way you can make active income in today's world. Now, the next one is through online education and coaching. Now, online education and coaching is one way you can make so much money in today's world, because if you have so much knowledge in something, people will be willing to pay money for that knowledge and for the skills they will be learning from you. So the first step you need to follow to start making money with online education and coaching is to choose a profitable niche. So I've talked about this earlier before, that before you pick a niche, make sure that the niche you want to pick is something that is profitable, something that has high demand, and something that you have so much knowledge in. If the niche you are picking aligns with these three things I've mentioned, then that is a profitable niche for you. Now, the second step is to decide how to deliver your training. So when people pay for your online education or your coaching, how will you deliver the training to them? Now, there are different ways you can do this. You can do this through an online course where maybe you'll host your course on your website, or maybe on platforms like Udemy, Coursera, and so on. Or maybe you do live classes, so you can host live webinars or live classes. Or maybe you do it through ebooks or PDF, so you can create an ebook and then you sell it. And when people pay for your online education, you send them the PDF or the ebook. And another way you can do this is through membership communities. That is, you have private groups, maybe private Discord groups, private Telegram groups, whereby people pay to join the group. And in that group, you teach them whatever knowledge or skill they have paid for. So these are different ways you can deliver your training when people pay for online education or coaching. Now, the third step is to create your learning material. So now you already know the profitable niche you want to pick, and you have decided on how you want to deliver your training. So how do you create your learning materials? So let's say, for example, it is a course you want to give out. Look for how you create your video course. Look for how you make your video course high quality, and make sure that your video course contains everything people are paying money to get. Another way you can create your learning material is, if it is an ebook, just go ahead and type in the content of the course and turn it into an ebook. That is another way. Or if it's a presentation, you can just create the presentation with PowerPoint and deliver it to people. If it's a live class, just go live on any platform and deliver the knowledge or the education to the people who have paid for that coaching or that education. So these are different ways you can create your learning materials. Now, the fourth way is to choose where to sell your courses or coaching. So you can choose where you want to sell it. It could be through your website. Maybe if it's a course, it could be through Udemy, or maybe Coursera. If it's an ebook, it will be through any ebook hosting platform. Just look for a platform where you want to sell your courses or your coaching. It is very, very important. Now, the next step is to market and promote your training. Now, people will not be aware of your training if you don't market or promote it. And there are different ways you can market and promote it. The first one is through content marketing, whereby you create content about whatever you are teaching. And when people watch your videos, they will message you for the online coaching or the online education, and then they pay money and then you deliver it to them. Another way you can market or promote your training is through email marketing. So for example, you can create an email list where people will submit their emails, and then you promote your course or your coaching through that email list. Another way you can promote your training is through affiliate marketing. This means that you employ people to promote your marketing for you, and then you give them a percentage of whatever money you are making from that coaching or from that course. Now, another way you can promote is through paid ads. This means that you do ads on platforms like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and when people see your ads, they message you directly for the course or for the coaching. So these are different ways you can market and promote your training. And then the next one is to price your course or coaching program. Now, make sure you price your course or coaching program in a way that you will be more profitable, and in a way that people will be willing to pay for that course or for that coaching. Make sure that it is not too expensive, and make sure that it is not too cheap. And another way to know the price to put for your course and your coaching is to look at the value you are giving out. If you are giving out so much value, that is so much value that anybody will be willing to pay for, then you can put your price at a high price. But if it's that your value is just something that is just average, then maybe you can put a lower price for your course or coaching. And it can be a one-time payment, or maybe a subscription model, or any form of payment model that you are okay with. So that's for number 6. Now the next step is to deliver high value coaching and support. Now what this means is that make sure that whatever coaching you are giving out to people, make sure that they are getting so much high value from it, because this will even make your customers or your audience to promote your course or your coaching to other people, and that will make you to get more customers and more money. So again, make sure you are delivering high value coaching and support to your customers or to your audience. And from there, you can now scale up and increase your earnings. So from this, you can now increase your source of income or even sell more courses or sell more coaching programs to people, and you make more money. But again, don't forget, the niche you are picking should be profitable, in high demand, and something you have so much interest in. So that's the 5th way to make active income in today's world. Now, the 6th way to make so much money in today's world is to offer services. Now, the first step is to choose a profitable service to offer to people. Now, obviously, this service you want to offer to people will be a skill you are good at or something you are very good at. So it's not something that you just start today and you start offering service the next day. No, it must be something that you've practiced a lot and something that you are so good at. So let's say, for example, you've learned software development and you're already a pro, that is, you are very good. Then you can start offering that service to companies or to brands that are willing to pay for it. That's the first step. Now, the second step is to define your service and your pricing. Now, this means that you must be able to answer the following questions. What problem are you solving? How will you deliver your service? Who is paying for your service? And how much will you charge for your service? Answering these 4 questions will really help you a lot to define your service and your pricing, because when you know the problem you are solving, then you know the solution you are giving. And if you know the people who are willing to pay for your service, then you know the price to put for your service. So this is very important. Just answer these 4 questions and you can easily define your service and your pricing. Now, the third step is to create a portfolio or proof of work. Now, you can do this by offering services to your families and friends to get reviews, and through those reviews, you can build your portfolio or your proof of work. Or maybe you can create a website where you can upload reviews from past customers or from people that you have worked with. By doing this, you are creating a good portfolio for yourself or a proof of work. So when people want to patronize you and they see your portfolio, they'll be able to know that, oh, you are very good at what you do. Now, the next step is to find and attract clients. Now, to find and attract clients in today's world, you must be able to create content. That's the first thing I always tell people. Create content about any service you are offering to people. Create content. When people see your content, they'll be able to reach out to you and patronize you. Another way you can find and attract clients is to put yourself on freelance platforms. So for example, you can put yourself on Upwork, Fiverr, and so on. So make sure you are finding and attracting clients. If you are not doing that, no client will patronize you. Now, the next step is to market and sell your service. So you can do this through paid ads, you can do this through referrals, affiliate marketing. You can also do this through content marketing, whereby you create content to teach people about the service you are offering, and then they reach out to you. Or you do this by paid ads, where you do ads on online platforms, and when people see your ads, they reach out to you. Or you do this through referrals, that is, people you have worked for, they will refer you to other people and you get more customers. And then from there, make sure you focus on delivering high quality service and get reviews. It is only when you deliver high quality service that you will get good reviews from your customers, and from there you can now scale up and make more money. So that is the simple step-by-step guide on how you can make money by offering services. So that's the 6th way to make active income. Now, the next way to make active income is to start a business. Now, you see, there's something I always tell people, that before you die in this world, make sure you try to start at least one business in your lifetime. And the reason is because if you start a business today, you don't know what will happen. You don't know whether that business will be successful or not. So you need to give it a try. There are so many rich people out there that they became rich by starting a business or by selling something or by just offering a service to people out there. And all of the ways I've mentioned to make money in this guide, apart from getting a job and learning a skill, all the other ones are under this particular one, which is to start a business. Whether content creation, offering a service, selling something, and so on, all of these things are under starting a business. Everything is about doing a business. And starting a business is something that can really make you unlimited amount of money. Trust me, if you have a job, you have the maximum amount of money you can make in a month. But if you have a business, you can make unlimited amount of money in a month. So what is the step-by-step guide to follow to start a business and make money from that business? Now, the first step is to find a profitable business idea. Now, for you to find a profitable business idea, you firstly need to identify the problem you want to solve. That is very, very important. Any business that is solving a problem is a profitable business idea. Trust me. So make sure you find the problem you are willing to solve. Now, the second thing is look for the gaps in the market or in the industry of that business idea. So let's say, for example, you want to start a business in the food industry. Look at the gaps in the food industry. Look at what the other companies are not doing that you can focus on or leverage on. That is what you should focus on to pick a profitable business idea. Also, you can check for trending industries. That is, industries that are trending and they have high demand. That is where you can make so much profit. And another way to find a profitable business idea is to build a business around your knowledge or your skills. So if you have different skills, you can build a business around your skills. So that's the first step, which is to find a profitable business idea. And I'll just explain the different ways you can find a profitable business idea. Now, after doing that, the next thing is to validate your business idea. Now, how do you do this? Now, validating your business idea means that you are testing if your business idea will be profitable. And there are different ways you can do this. The first way is to do your market research. That is, you go online and do your research whether there are people who are willing to pay money for this business idea, or whether there is high demand for this business idea you're about to start. Now, another way to validate your business idea is to look at your competitors. That is, the people who are doing the same thing you want to start. Look at them and see whether they are making profit, and look at their business model. That is, how are they making profit in this industry? And look for how you can even improve on your own and make more money for your own company or for your business. And another way you can validate your business idea is to start small and test your business idea. So if your business idea is about creating a particular product, you can create the product in very small quantity and see if people will be willing to buy that product. And if a lot of people are willing to buy that product, then you know that that business idea is profitable. So these are different ways you can validate your business idea. Now, the next step is to create a business plan and strategy. Now, trust me, no business will be successful without a business plan and strategy. There are so many people out there that create businesses and they will never create a business plan or a business strategy. A business plan or strategy is basically a step-by-step guide you want to follow to make your business profitable. That is it. So make sure you have a business plan and a business strategy. That is, what do you have to do to be profitable in this business? And then the next step is to register your business and get legal documents. So after you've picked your profitable business idea, you've validated your business idea, and you have your business plan and strategy, you can now go ahead and register your business with the right authorities and get your legal documents. And then the next thing is to build your business brand and online presence. Now, if you want to grow a business in today's world, make sure you have that online presence. So you can create a business brand for your online presence and maybe a personal brand for yourself. This will really help your business to grow. Now, the next step is to get your first paying customers. Now, when you start a business, as fast as possible, focus on getting your first paying customers. Now, why should you do this? The reason is because you want to get reviews as fast as possible, so that when you get bad reviews, you can work on them very fast. So after you've done that, the next thing is to market and promote your business. So like I've said earlier, to promote your business, you can use paid ads, content marketing, influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, referrals, and so on. These are different ways you can promote and market your business. And from there, you can scale up your business and increase your profits. So this is the step-by-step guide you can follow to start a business and make money from a business. So just to go over the different ways to make active income, the first one is to get a job. The second one is to learn a skill. The third one is to sell something. The fourth one is through content creation. And then the fifth one is through online education and coaching. The sixth one is by offering services. And the seventh one is to start a business. These are 7 different ways you can get active income in today's world. And if you follow all of the steps I've mentioned for each one, you can make so much money from them. So now that I've talked about the different ways to make active income, what are now the different ways you can make passive income? Remember, active income, you are trading your time for money. That means if you stop working, you stop making money. But for passive income, you are not trading your time for money. It is your money that is making more money for you. So how do you make money with passive income? And that is what will take us to the next section of this guide, which is how to invest money wisely. So basically, investing your money and getting returns from your money is how you earn passive income. And under this section, I'll be talking about investment basics. I'll talk about long-term investing versus short-term investing. I'll talk about different investments you should know and how you can start. And then I'll talk about avoiding investment scams and how to protect your money. Now, all of these things I've just mentioned on how to invest your money wisely will be taught in the part 3 of this series. So I hope you've been able to learn everything about making money actively, and I hope you've been able to pick 1 or 2 money making ideas that you can try out immediately after watching this video. Because don't forget that watching this video is not what will actually make you rich or make you money. It is until you take action. I hope you get that. So that's for the part 2 of this series. Now in the part 3 of the series, like I said earlier, I'll be teaching you how to invest your money wisely. I'll teach you the investment basics you need to know. I will also teach you about long-term investing and short-term investing, and then I'll take you through the different investments you should know and how to start, and then I will teach you how to avoid investment scams and protect your money. All of these things will be in the part 3 of this series, which will be the next video, and I'm sure you definitely don't want to miss that. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when the video is out. And just in case the other parts of this series are out by the time you are watching this video, then the part 3 video will be right here on my right side, and then the part 4 of this series will be on my left side, which is right here. So click the part 3 right there and the part 4 of this series right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the part 3 of this series. Bye.